So you were in no doubt last night. This was an Israeli airstrike. And yet, I watched the BBC News this evening. They did an extensive investigation of everything that's available at the moment by their Verify unit, specifically designed to cut through any partisan rhetoric and get to reality. And based on circumstantial evidence, as they said, but the clear conclusion of that investigation is it's far more probable that this was actually fired from within Gaza. It was a misfire, and it landed in the car park next to the hospital. And they cite, for example, the crater is tiny by comparison to the kind of crater you would see from a conventional Israel missile, and so on. What is your response to that? Have you changed your absolute conviction that this is an Israeli airstrike? You were very quick to demand that everyone from Keir Starmer to others publicly condemn what had happened.
Of course.
So let me take you back. Well, hang on. Let me take you back to October the 7th.
Don't play this.
No, I'm not playing anything.
No, don't play this. Don't play this.
If you are in the...
No, what I wanted...
Ambassador, let me finish my question.
Okay. I know where you're going.
Well,
but I want to explain.
I don't think it takes a genius to work out where I'm going. But let me ask a question first.
Okay.
Then you can respond, please.
Okay.
Okay? My question is this. You're very, very keen to demand that political leaders, including Sir Keir Starmer here, publicly condemn an attack on a hospital which may not have been Israel, right? And you repeated that throughout your evening on Twitter, right?
That's true.
But what you are not prepared to do yourself as the ambassador to the UK, because I've checked your Twitter feed and you've not done this, and to my knowledge you've not done this in public, you're not prepared to condemn Hamas for the slaughter of 1,400 innocent people in Israel on October the 7th. So I give you the chance, given that you want others to condemn acts that kill people, even if they're not responsible, given that Hamas have brazenly admitted responsibility for what they did, are you prepared to condemn it?
Piers, right? OPT. We are occupied. Do you accept that designation?
Well, it's an interesting question about occupation, isn't it?
That's your government.
I think the Palestinians have lived in a very repressive...
So it's not occupation?
Well, it's a repression, right?
What?
They are living
You don't accept international
They are living as repressed people.
So,
I have for years...
Oppressed by what?
Well, they're oppressed by Israel effectively keeping people trapped in Gaza, right? And they have the ability, as they've shown in the last few days, to turn on and off water, to turn on and off food supply. I think all this is wrong.
What about the West Bank?
Let me ask you this. There are 200 hostages, I think 199 hostages being kept by Hamas. Should they be released? Yes. They include children, they include Holocaust survivors. What is your view?
Yeah, all hostages should be released. First of all, they should be kept safe and protected, and they should be released, but hostages from all sides.
How do we get to peace here, Ambassador? Final question.
We have 5,000 hostages in Israeli jail, including children and women.
Let me ask.
We have many of them,
you made your point,
who are rounded there without charge or trial. So everybody has to be released.
I've got to wrap this.
Reports that Hamas literally beheaded babies. They've now found the bodies of 40 babies. That's breaking news right at this moment. That they've found the bodies of 40 babies that Hamas beheaded. This is who they are. When people, I'm not sure what exactly is supposed to be said beyond that. Anybody pretending that there's moral equivalence, I've said it again. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Anyone pretending moral equivalence is an emissary of falsehood. Is a liar. And anyone who pretends that Israel has been doing anything remotely like this with regard to the so-called occupation is a liar as well. Israel does not behead babies. Israel does not drag women back to its side of the border and hold them hostage. after raping them and murdering them. I mean, this is not what no one does this. No one does this except for the world's most evil people.